And I think Tony Stewart respects the fact that he knows that Justin Ashley's right alongside. We know what happened to Doug Coletta the last time somebody was next to Justin Ashley.
They pile off into the afternoon. Ashley's got cylinders out. Explosion for Salinas. Explosion for Brown. It's Tony Stewart. Stewart wins in a totally chaotic final. 387 to 317. He's broken through.
Tony Stewart stands as one of racing's most accomplished figures. The three-time NASCAR Cup Series champion boasts an impressive career spanning multiple racing disciplines. With 49 Cup Series victories and the 1997 IndyCar Championship to his name, Stewart has consistently proven his exceptional talent behind the wheel. Recently, his racing endeavors have shifted to NHRA Top Fuel competition.
I think you sure as hell learn to appreciate it more when you struggle like that, but man, I'm so appreciative of our guys, and like I said, we got Kevin Rudine and his family here. Race, you did this one for us today, buddy. This is all you. But it's...
By his side through this evolution is Leah Pruett Stewart, a formidable racer in her own right. The professional NHRA Top Fuel driver has established herself as a force in motorsports with 12 NHRA Top Fuel race victories. Since their marriage in November 2021, Leah has become an integral part of Tony's life, both professionally and personally, particularly following the birth of their son Dominic in November 2024. The racing world recently witnessed something unexpected when Leah Pruett broke her silence regarding Tony's breakthrough victory, revealing insights that left fans and fellow competitors stunned. The relationship between Tony Stewart and Leah Pruett began with a chance introduction through racing legend Don the Snake Prudhomme.
Yeah, but I'll go just a tick back before that. Don the Snake Prudhomme, we were out riding in the sand dunes, and he goes, "Hey, you need to meet this girl." And I knew who he was talking about.
How?
And,
How did you know?
Well, because he said who it was. He goes, "You need to meet Leah." And I knew exactly which Leah he was talking about.
At the time of their introduction, both were involved in other relationships. Stewart engaged to model Penelope Jimenez, and Pruett married to racer Gary Pritchett.
And I'm like, "I'm engaged." He goes, "I don't mean that way." He goes, "You guys just would get each other." He goes, you guys just need to know each other." I'm like, "All right." And got us on the phone one day, and we were talking. I was engaged. Leah was married. And just introduced us, and it was just casual conversation. You know, just, "Hey, Snake says we need to catch up and have lunch sometime and just meet each other."
Their relationship developed only after they had each ended their previous commitments. I canceled my engagement. Leah had gotten separated and was in the process of getting divorced, Stewart revealed on the Dale Jr. Download podcast.
Then I canceled my engagement. Leah had got separated and was in the process of getting divorced.
Their connection deepened when Stewart drove 6 hours through the night from Alabama to Florida to meet Pruett for lunch in Gainesville. The COVID-19 pandemic played a pivotal role in cementing their relationship. Stewart shared that the pair had initially planned to drive Route 66 together in his mobile home. When pandemic complications made this difficult, Pruett invited Stewart to spend time with her and friends at her home in Lake Havasu, Arizona. "I went for 4 days. 4 days turned into 4.5 straight months," Stewart recounted.
2 days later, she goes, "Hey, why don't you come out to Havasu for a couple days?" All right. So went for 4 days. 4 days turned into 4.5 straight months.
Their shared passion for motorsports created a strong foundation for their relationship. "It's nice to be with somebody who is also involved in racing and understands it," Stewart said in a January 20th, 2021 episode of the Stewart Haas Radio podcast. "Understands the demands and the pressures and stresses, and it goes the other way too." The couple announced their engagement in March 2021, with Stewart writing, "So excited to spend the rest of my life with a truly amazing woman. She's motivated, hardworking, funny as hell, and as dedicated to her sport as anyone I've ever known." They married in November of that same year, beginning a new chapter in both their personal and professional lives. Leah Pruett's racing journey began at just 8 years old when she started competing in junior dragsters. Her passion for motorsports stemmed from her early exposure to automotive work. "A small automotive repair shop is what we owned growing up, and that's what I worked in. So I always loved cars," she told Mobil One in July 2024. After attending a national event at age 12, she decided, "I knew I wanted to be a part of this mechanical ballet." Her dedication to drag racing yielded impressive results. With 12 NHRA Top Fuel race victories, Pruett established herself as a competitive force in the motorsports world. Some reports credit her with 18 career victories prior to stepping away from racing to focus on starting a family. Beyond her on-track accomplishments, Pruett has been instrumental in advancing opportunities for women in motorsports. In 2024, she spearheaded a significant policy change within NHRA to benefit female drivers. This initiative modified the driver replacement policy, allowing for substitutions due to medical reasons without time limits while preserving points and sponsorships during absence. Pruett explained her motivation for this policy change. There were really not a lot of options in regard to having a family and racing at the same time. My body needed time, and whether it was 2 months or 6 months or a couple of years, I couldn't plan my life or my racing career because I didn't know what my body was going to do. This advocacy has created a more supportive environment for female drivers who wish to start families without sacrificing their racing careers. In 2024, Leah Pruett made the decision to step away from racing to focus on building a family. This transition created an opportunity for Tony Stewart to take over driving duties of her Top Fuel dragster, representing a significant shift for both racers. The adjustment presented several challenges.
And it wasn't that, we had bad people tuning on it, just it was a different combination. There were different variables that changed. My body weight's different, tubing changes from, real changes a year ago, which everybody had it, so it wasn't like it was something just special for us, but just really frustrating. We could not get on a path to where we could make gains last year. Just super frustrating. It was like we were a ping pong ball. We were either going out and shaking the tires because it was weak or frying the tires on the hit, and couldn't do the same thing twice. And
these technical modifications, combined with adaptation to a new racing discipline, resulted in initial performance struggles. Despite being one of motorsports' most versatile drivers, Stewart faced difficulties finding consistent performance in his first full season.
It's been so stressful the whole year after Leah, almost won a world championship, 2 years ago. To sit there and get in the car last year, and people in the stands don't realize it. They think I'm the reason the car sucks.
The transformation from NASCAR and IndyCar to NHRA drag racing required significant adjustments. Stewart finished 9th in the 2024 championship standings, showcasing the challenging nature of this transition. Nevertheless, his perseverance earned him the 2024 NHRA Rookie of the Year title, acknowledging his commitment to mastering this new racing discipline. Stewart's determination to succeed in Top Fuel racing exemplified his competitive spirit, setting the stage for breakthrough performances in 2025. Tony Stewart achieved a landmark victory at the NHRA 4-Wide Nationals at the Strip at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in early 2025. This win represented his first Top Fuel triumph and completed a remarkable achievement in motorsports history, making Stewart the first driver to win across NASCAR Cup, IndyCar, USAC Triple Crown Championship, and NHRA Pro events. The victory ended a 9-year drought since Stewart's last major racing win. With his final NASCAR Cup Series victory dating back to 2016, this Top Fuel win marked a triumphant return to the winner's circle for the 53-year-old racing legend. The final round featured Stewart against reigning world champion Antron Brown, Justin Ashley, and Jasmine Salinas. Starting third off the line with an 0.082 reaction time, Stewart powered his 11,000 horsepower dragster to a winning time of 3.870 seconds at 317.42 miles per hour. He crossed the finish line just 0.0182 seconds, approximately 8 feet, ahead of Brown. Stewart's journey to this victory included significant challenges. After reaching the final round 2 weeks earlier in Pomona, Stewart finally sealed the win in Las Vegas. His performance throughout elimination rounds demonstrated remarkable consistency. In the opening round, he grabbed the whole shot over Steve Torrence with a 0.071 reaction time, posting a 3.864 at 321.19 miles per hour for a narrow 0.0032 second victory. The win propelled Stewart to second place in the championship standings, positioning him just 16 points behind leader Sean Langdon after 4 events in the 2025 NHRA Mission Foods Drag Racing Series season. After Tony Stewart's groundbreaking victory, Leah Pruett waited several days before breaking her silence with a revelation that stunned the racing community. Rather than focusing on the statistical achievements of Stewart's win, his 317.42 mile-per-hour run or second-place championship standing, Pruett turned attention to what she called the true heartbeat behind the triumph, crew chief Neil Straussbaugh. "Neil has been the heartbeat of this Top Fuel effort," Pruett wrote in her Instagram post. "His perseverance, vision, and belief have carried this team through every challenge." This perspective shift caught many by surprise, as Pruett deliberately redirected focus from the driver to the technical leadership that made the victory possible. Her tribute continued. From championship contention, to performance dead ends, to full-scale changes that finally showed promise, he's led with loud determination and relentless drive. The post further highlighted the collaborative efforts behind the scenes. Alongside Mike Domagala, Neil has made bold, calculated decisions in a sport that gives no grace for mistakes. Pruett's unexpected emphasis on the crew chiefs rather than her husband's driving represented a departure from typical racing narratives that center on driver achievement. This behind-the-scenes perspective provided rare insight into the comprehensive team effort required for success in NHRA competition. The Stewart family has made the racetrack a regular setting for family time since Dominic's birth. Leah Pruett's Easter Instagram post featuring herself and Dominic created a heartwarming moment for fans. The post, which tagged Tony Stewart, showed the couple embracing their new role as parents even amid their busy racing schedules. Perhaps most memorable was the pre-race moment shared at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. As Dominic arrived at the track with Leah, she captured a video of father and son together before Tony's competition. Sharing this moment on Instagram, she wrote, "Have a great race day, Dad." Dom, probably. These family interactions culminated in an emotional victory celebration following Tony's breakthrough win. Leah brought Dominic to the winner's stage, creating what Stewart described as an overwhelming moment.
When Leah brought Dom up on the stage there when we were doing the interview after that, that's an emotion that you can't even think about or dream of. And when I saw her come up those steps with him, my heart stopped. It's like, as much as I love winning this race for our team and for myself and for our family, seeing her bring him up there, that was a feeling I've never had in my life.
Stewart later called this family moment the cherry on top of his historic racing achievement.